and bring you some breaking news from the Department of Health and Social Care covering the United Kingdom. Paul Kelso is here with me. Paul, tell us about the figures.
Yes, well, the most striking number here is that there have been a further 14 deaths, since yesterday from COVID-19. 35 patients who've tested positive for the virus have now died. The Department of Health says that's across the UK. That's up from 21 yesterday. Yesterday we saw 10 extra cases, a doubling. This is not quite a doubling, but is a substantial increase. It's the largest increase in the number of deaths in any given day, and it does give us an indication of the way the virus, as many had anticipated, is going to progress, is that that steep curve we've seen when looking at cases and the outbreak in other countries, particularly in Italy, that does now appear to be, in terms of deaths, taking off in the UK. The first death was on the 5th of March, and it proceeded at around 1 or 2 fatalities a day in very small steps. In the last 2 days, we've seen 25 additional deaths. Give you an idea of the overall testing numbers. 40,279 people have been tested overall, 38,907 of them negative, and 1,372 positives. Those overall testing figures are now very difficult to assess because initially the tests were widely across the community. They're now only being done in hospitals.
So these concluded tests that we're looking at on screen right now will be a mixture of initially the ones that were done in and out of hospital, but in the last few days we know that we're only really counting confirmed cases that have been hospitalised.
Exactly right. So it's very hard to know what kind of there isn't a consistent sample, it would seem now, that the overall testing numbers are, and I think sadly that in the coming days, and certainly all the indications and the guidance that we've heard from the Chief Medical Officer and the Chief Scientific Officer and that the government is talking about at the moment, is that the death total is going to be the number that is the barometer, sadly, of this outbreak.